Dead and gone with all their hard work. Dragoncast, Dragonball podcast finally takes off with their first inaugural episode. And we have a special guest, Titan 4.0.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
And we have Big L, Hythen 2007.
AKA the takeover, AKA the Godsmack. I'm on a new level. Take your girl back to Africa. When you hear my name, you run for the hills or praise Lord Godsmack himself.
Okay.
Amen.
Damn it all is our usual. It's usually me, him, and Big L, but he has to take a reprieve this week. He should be back. Although this is pretty funny, his first episode, but he should be in the house from episode 2 onward, starting next week. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of these things. Let's go ahead, take it right off the top, and talk about the newest episode of Super. Let's go ahead and review that. Dragon Ball Super episode 95 happened last night, Saturday. What do you think, Big L?
I mean, animation was superb. Can't deny that. But it was kind of lackluster for me. Just for plot convenience. Frieza's that much stronger. Just for mentally training. And doing nothing. Yeah, I call a lot of BS on Super. But then again, it's for the fans.
Yeah, I mean, because if Frieza can do that, I mean, why is TN so weak? Because that guy meditate more than anyone on the show. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's an excellent point. I didn't think about that. That is true. He's a monk. He's very tranquility.
You see Master Roshi training it on grabbing titties and ass. He ain't stronger.
Well, apparently he been doing secret training. Apparently he is stronger now. Apparently, allegedly.
Yeah, but, I mean his grip's real strong, ain't it?
Yeah. So how about the fact that Frieza was in that God Destruction energy ball, but he can get out of it, but Goku couldn't. Even in base form, he should be pretty powerful enough to be able to handle it.
I call BS on that. Again, like I said, how you can be mentally stronger and not training? You're gonna be in hell, aka heaven for you, doing nothing, but you're stronger than Goku? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, Super just bringing up nothing but, inconvenient power-ups out of nowhere. But then Goku and Frieza go toe-to-toe and knock each other out? Like, really? As cool as it looked, it still doesn't make any sense. Goku should be 2 or 3 steps ahead of him. Because Goku was heads and tails during the movie and the episode, so that doesn't make any sense. Your thoughts, DC? Anyone?
I'm still here. I don't know. I just think, you know, even though it is anime, you know, it still has to make some kind of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be at least some
kind
logic.
Some logic to it. They're just pulling shit out their ass right now, the way I see it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, you know, like, you can't do that. But I mentioned to someone the other day that it's like Dragon Ball Super just seems like it almost seems like fan fiction, you know, compared to Z and GT and, you know, and Dragon Ball. You know, it seems like fan fiction, you know, and you know, so it's almost, it's kind of hard to take it serious. Like, you have to take it for what it is, but you can't talk about Super inside the same sentences, you know, the rest of the series, because it's just not following the same format or any format for that matter. You know what I'm saying?
But Titan, Toriyama. Toriyama helped out. He improved it.
See, I don't know how to explain that. I mean, I don't know what's so different, like why he chose to go a different direction with this, but I don't know, man. It's. I mean, it's not the same. And anyone who watches a little bit of it can tell that.
Yeah, I mean, you changed Goku's character completely. It's like a 180. Goku
It's
don't care
almost
about
like
his...
it's almost like a completely separate series. Like it's almost like its own thing. Which I really look at Super as that, then look at it as a
Continuation.
in between. Yeah, like a continuation or a freaking
side story. That's what it
side
really
story
is.
or some kind of prequel or something.
Wait a minute,
It's
Rondell.
not
A side story. Define a side story, because there's going to be plenty of people who say GT is a canon and Super is canon. Toriyama's doing Super, but not GT.
But see, if people are lying because if you looked at after every credit, you'll definitely see Toriyama's name for GT. Like you can't discredit someone's work like, oh, that's not canon. Well, this is canon. It's the same thing for Marvel and DC characters. Just because the original author made Batman and Superman, but then you have other people making Batman and Superman. And so let me guess, they're all not canon then? Is that the case? Same, well, different universe, blah, blah, blah. No, so they're not canon then, because it's not the original creator's idea.
It's not the original universe. They
Yeah,
created,
so that's what you're telling me? But Toriyama made GT as well, the Baby Saga, the character designs for him. But
That
it's
is
not
true.
canon.
That is true. Toriyama, he credited the character design for GT. He wrote the backstory for Baby Vegeta, and that's actual factual evidence. And for people who are big fans of Geek the 101, I know a lot of people listen to him in the community. He actually has a video on that, so you can go reference his video, because I'm not going to go out my way to Google all this and send you links and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to talk 101 or something, or challenge and debate us, send me a message or something, and we'll go there. We'll go from there. But
I mean, they
moving
have
on.
the GT Perfect files for you in Japanese to explain that as well. I mean, it's not that hard. You can order this stuff online.
Here's what I believe. It's just a theory. There's no articles in backing up what I'm about to say. It might be some out there refuting it. It may or may not. But I think Toriyama, personally, I think he probably wanted to try something new with Dragon Ball Super, and I think he kind of went for it. Like he probably started out wanting it to connect, but after telling the same story or continuing the same story for so long, he probably wanted to take it in a different direction, but still, keep that same. I don't know. I think he wanted to try something fresh with the characters after all these years. Like that's what it seems like. From what I have saw Super and different things, that's just what it seems like. Like it just seems like something completely different. Like totally, like its own thing. Like, cause
People don't realize what a side story is, for the most part, in between what happens for the 10-year time gap. But it just doesn't add up.
yeah, and that's another reason why it doesn't fit. Because I mean, all this happened in 10 years. Like there's a lot of stuff happening in 10 years, dude. Like it's just so much.
What's up, Rick and Mike, man? Shout out to the chat, man. I see y'all fucking with us in the chat. What's up, y'all?
Like, you tell me Goten and Trunks didn't get older yet? They're still little kids?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. They should be like 13,
Well,
14 right now. There's no reason they should look
well,
the same.
Like how much time has passed so far in Super?
At least about. Well, let me put a perspective for you like this. Okay, Pan is 1 right now. Bulla or Brawl, so they want to change the name.
It's just born. And that
Just
doesn't make
born.
any sense.
So they expect the process. So Pan is 1 right now, okay? At the end of the Z, which is 3 years from now, Goten and the Trunks are 17 and 16. So they should at least like 12 and 13 right now. So there's no reason you can tell me that they should look exactly the same height, exactly the same age, so on and so forth, and there's gonna be some idiot out there who's quick to say, well, Saiyans don't age the way the humans do. Half Saiyans age normally. They don't age the same way full-blooded Saiyans do. They age like normal kids. This is proof for Gohan. If you look at the quote-unquote non-canon stuff, like some of the movies, it's there, like with Trunks when he's older in the future saga, you know, or even look at Goten, you know, from him to Kid to into Z to GT, they don't have the same appearance. They age normally.
Yep, that just doesn't make any sense.
But I think episode 95 was, you know, that was, you know, I mean, it just filler. I mean, so-called assassins couldn't do nothing, you know, but a bunch of clowns.
Filler? No, DC, that's canon.
It was a time waster. It was a time waster. You know, it would be interesting though to see if, you know, Frieza did go to another universe though. It would be interesting. We got to replace him because there was rumored there was gonna be Yamcha and everything like that, but apparently that never came to fruition. So, but you know, the tournament actually starts at episode 96, so that's what everybody's waiting for. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do here and how this all plays out.
Yeah.
So, let me move on. How about we talk about a little bit about the tournament of power itself and how you think that's going to go. So apparently, when you get knocked off the stage, you're not just eliminated by world style. You're wiped out of existence right there on the spot. So it sounds, you know, intriguing.
It does, but the way I see, I don't see anyone from any of the universes beating them. Especially, what's the universe with Kaba and the other female Saiyans?
Number 6?
Yeah. I don't see that girl, what do you mean, what's it, Cauliflower or whatever? Khalifa? And her, I'm gonna call her Cauliflower. Look, she
Cauliflower is like what her Saiyan pun name is, but she's pronounced. Her name's like Khalifa though. Titan.
And then what's the other one? Kale.
Which I think a better name would have been something like Kale or something, personally. That's just me.
Basically, the one who goes legendary Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's Kale.
Kale? I'm sorry, man. There's no point in her even being in this. It's cool transformation, but if you really think about it, it's actually pretty weak. Comparing it to everyone else now.
No, not by super logic. She about to be OP. Oh, no.
If you really think about it, they went past that a long time ago.
Hey,
they're way beyond that.
Yeah, but you forget though, this is super logic, man. These Saiyans, they're prodigies. Like Khalifa going Super Saiyan 2 in like, you know, just a matter of seconds. You know, it's just crazy. No training. You know, you get a tingly feeling in your back, and you go Super Saiyan. Like what the hell y'all make? What do y'all make Super Saiyan?
I call that a cop out.
Like, man, all this time went past. All these hours, it felt like, you know, these days, it felt like fucking. Right, well, it's been months for us. You may tell me she could have done some real training, you know, to learn Super Saiyan or something? I don't know. It just, yeah. I mean, I get that you try to make this character. She's a prodigy. She's smart. She's intellectual. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Super Saiyan is a technique that has to be gained by a certain emotion. You can't just, oh well, I'm gonna do this because, you know, I'll figure out how to do this.
Nah, but DC, it's super, like you said. They do what they want.
And you're changing the rules of how everything works in the Dragon Ball.
Of course, they changed the rules a long time ago with Frieza coming back. Frieza should have never been able to come back.
The third time, and I'm losing count.
Like after Trunks, that was it for him.
History.
But here's the difference.
Third time's the charm.
If you want to count the movie and everything, he came back because heaven and hell's barriers were broken from Janemba.
That's true.
But from Dragon Ball logic, Frieza can't come back because it's been over a year. You can't bring someone back past a certain amount of time. Even with the name of Dragon Ball, they said that.
Did Frieza come back in GT?
Oh, they never came back in GT.
Yeah.
He was in hell the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when all those villains came back to life?
That was a movie. That was a movie. That was movie.
Oh, that was a movie.
That was Wrath of the Dragon.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. That was Fusion Reborn. That was Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
That's Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
The Wrath of the Dragon was Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist. Yeah, that's Fusion Reborn, where Goku fought Janemba in hell or whatever.
Yeah, I was confused. I'm just interested to see, like, if they're gonna commit to this, like, this Super being like in between, you know, Z and GT, like that 10-year span.
No one be in between. It's before GT.
Yeah, like it's at the end of Z and before GT.
No.
It's in
Like,
between.
No, it's before. It's before the end of Z. It's before the end of Z.
Yeah.
Not after. It's before the end of Z. It leads into the end of Z. That's what it's supposed to do.
So it's before the end. Okay.
It takes place in 10 years before the. It takes place after you saw Goku beat Majin Buu, up to the point when you saw the last episode of Z, where Goten was fighting with, he was training with Goku, and then he was a teenager, and so was Trunks. You know what I'm saying? He had that last martial arts tournament. So it's supposed to take place during all that time, between what happened between that last episode from Kid Buu being destroyed to that episode of them going to that tournament. That's where all this stuff's supposed to take place between that.
Well, I'm interested to see how they're gonna spin it and connect it, because it's like so much is happening.
Yeah.
It's like so many rules are changing. Like if they're gonna commit to Super being within that 10 years, I'm kind of curious to see
Aren't we all?
how's it gonna flow, because it's like they're going way left field with a lot of things, you know.
Yeah,
Like, the only thing that logically can happen, and Lewis talked about this, I know he won't speak on this next week when he's here, but I'm gonna touch on it a little bit. There has to be some kind of okay, I'm gonna let him have his theory. My theory is, what's going to happen is they'll win this tournament power or whatever, and there'll be probably one final arc before it ends. We're connecting to the end of Z, and basically, Goku's going to fight Beerus one last time because Beerus is tired of Goku at this point. He's fed up with him. They have this certain power which has every universe, within the multiverse, and everybody's on the verge of extinction. Only one universe can survive, one sole survivor, and he has pretty much single-handedly destroyed the multiverse. And at this point, he's a danger to the universe. You know what I mean? He is a liability. So Beerus is going to give him an ultimatum like, look, you fight me one more time, full power is full power. You beat me, I'm wiping you and this planet out because you cannot be allowed to live. Pretty much. So that's what I think is going to happen. He beats him. Or the alternative is he'll use some kind of god technique that he might pull out his ass because we haven't, went over this move or whatever. But maybe he'll have something, the Men in Black, Red Flash, he erases memory or the reset time, something along those lines to where, he never knew about the Realm of the Gods because he's too dangerous. Goku's naivete is too dangerous. He's putting everybody and everything in jeopardy. So if that was the only way it would make sense, because while people are so worried about, GT being canon and not counting and Super being canon, you got more problems to worry about with Super and Z making sense. Because as it stands right now, Super cannot connect to Z. It makes sense in the chronological timeline, because Goku, it was even stated that Goku hasn't had a challenge in a long time, and his greatest threat, since Majin Buu, they said that. So if that's the case, what's all this god power and all this, I'm fighting gods and I'm fighting people around different universes? That breaks the ending of Z in of itself. That's just one piece of evidence, not to mention all the other things with the, Vegito, the fusion they debunked and all this kind of nonsense, So, I mean, the actual ending of Z is in jeopardy as of right now with Super. People need to stop worrying about GT. Worry about Z.
I mean, shoot, they even gave away fucking Oob, and they didn't know about Oob till later on.
That's true.
And they broke the Yeah, like, God, man. They broke, like so many barriers. Even Hyperbolic Time Chamber, they broke the barrier for that.
Yep.
So you only be in there for a year now, so you can be 3 years now?
It's fan service, dude.
There's a bunch of
And
fan
then,
service type of stuff. Evil Goku and all that.
mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, let's talk about that last arc. This is a spoiler alert, but I'm sorry. Let's talk about that last arc. Was that one of the worst endings of Dragon Ball history, the way that arc ended?
I thought it was one of the worst arcs, to be honest with you.
It had its moments, but ultimately it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
She was terrible. You're gonna tell me he steals Goku's body from the past of outgoing Super Saiyan God, but he's that strong anyway? Really? You're gonna tell me Zamasu takes Goku's body, and he could barely beat Goku in a little scuffle at Super Saiyan 2. He loses, actually. But Trunks and goes Super Saiyan 2 damn near close, if not close to power, at Super Saiyan 3, and Trunks is struggling? Really? That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does.
I mean, for super logic, it makes sense, but in Dragon Ball, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, like I tell people, I say, how could he act as Super Saiyan God for Goku when he never even discovered had the ritual?
Hey man, it's a power level beyond Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. This is a unique ability only to true gods, the Kaios.
Yeah, even the Kaio's weren't even that strong either. Let's not forget that.
There's one thing that can be said about Dragon Ball Super. You can never guess what's gonna happen next.
That is true.
Toes, like,
that is true.
No one knows, like, what are they gonna do next? It is, I think, like, everyone watches just waiting, like, okay, what are they gonna do next? Because it's like they changed up everything to where, like, there's no order. It's like complete chaos when it comes to the rules, quote unquote. So it's like no one can guess what they're gonna do next. Like, you know, and I don't know if that's what they were going for with Super or what, but I mean, man.
I think they're trying to please the fans with all this stuff and everything, and like I said, either going to just retcon their own retcons or, you know, whatever the case. You know, they're gonna face their consequences later and just try to, you know, shoehorn some way it all makes sense later on. You know, that's why I think they're gonna end up doing.
Like, here's another thing, right? It kind of gets me about Super. I don't care how strong you are at Super Saiyan 2. You're not strong in Super Saiyan 3.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
There's just no way. I don't care how mad you are. The power gap's just too strong.
Completely different transformation. Completely different.
Yeah,
I'm almost believe Vegeta shot up over 50 times power to max to even higher than that, because Goku's training and, you know, he was fighting and stuff, and Super Saiyan 3 level was stronger at this point. I almost believe he shot up all that power on full power SSJ2. I ain't buying it, bruh.
Yep.
People got more excuses than niggas going to jail. Oh, he caught Beerus by surprise. Stop that. Stop it. You sit there, watch the man power up. You sit there, watch them charge him, but he caught him by surprise?
Nah.
He saw that coming.
Like, come on.
Yep.
Let's get real.
I mean, unless he was in total shock, it was like, my God, I can't
Why
believe
would
what
God
I'm seeing.
Destruction be in shock with some SSJ2? You know?
That made no damn sense.
Oh, the legendary Super Saiyan level 2 is unbelievable. Mind you, he just beat the brakes off Goku SSJ3, but SSJ2, he's shaking in his little boots, right?
No, how about this? And even in the cartoon, they got, not the movie, but Dragon Ball Super itself, they got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
Now wait a minute, Rondell. Now wait a minute, we don't use the word cartoon.
Now, I'm gonna call it what I call it, because, you know, I got respect for Super.
I bet you do.
Alright, fine, I'll give you anime, just for a little bit. But put it this way, you got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in there. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Let's
Correct.
be for real.
But what you gonna say about those people who say, well, to be fair, Vegeta's been training nonstop and Goten's been slacking? What you gonna say about that?
You can say what you want. The power grab's too big. I don't care what anyone says. Just like they're saying Prime Gohan right after the Majin Buu, he was still Prime. He was never stronger than Vegeta was never stronger than Gohan. Let's be for real. Neither was Goku. But Beerus gonna one-shot Gohan, but not Vegeta.
Yep.
Vegeta had plot protection. He had plot
Plot
protection.
armor. Yeah, that plot armor super thick.
I mean, let's be for real, man. Like, this is right after the Majin Buu saga. If you really think about it, the only person who could have fought Beerus, maybe at full power, was Gohan.
Yeah. The ultimate, yep.
Like, he gonna go strong on Goku, Gohan, and Gotenks? Gotenks was second strongest during the Majin Buu saga. Then it was Goku.
And that's right, this is right after that. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is right after that, yep. Apparently.
Well, y'all forget. It's been like 2 years. Well, they said 5 originally, but then they said like 2 or 3. You know, Gohan's out of shape.
Oh, wait, hold up. You telling me Gohan's out of shape after 1 year, but he didn't train for 7 years? But he's still going Super Saiyan 2?
No, wait a minute, Rondell. We ain't talking Resurrection Earth. We're talking Battle of Gods. Resurrection Earth. That's pretty comical.
that got retcon. Remember, DC talking about Super now.
Well, yeah, that's true. The movies can't count anymore as canon because Super rewrote the movies. They both can't count.
Yeah, like I said, you're gonna tell me you didn't train for over 6 months, now you rusty, you can't even go Super Saiyan 1, barely? You ain't trained for 7 years, but you getting mad going Super Saiyan 2. Really?
On request,
what kind
no
of
less.
nonsense?
On request.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Life happens, man. Stuff happens, dudes.
Let's be for real.
I said the same thing.
Gohan don't know what. Gohan don't know what he gonna transform into. He don't know.
But here's the
He's
thing,
gonna
really
get mad
gets
and
me.
see. He's like, look, let's just go get mad and see where this goes. Let's just see where this goes.
But here's another thing, though. You gonna tell me he gonna lock all his power again less than an hour? Training with Piccolo, and you know damn well Piccolo's weak as hell. I'm sorry.
Don't talk about Piccolo like that. Nah. We don't talk about Piccolo like that.
I'm telling you guys right now, for all you Piccolo fans out there, one of the greatest characters in Dragon Ball, but he is weak. From Majin Buu standards to this, he's weak.
That is true, though.
He got left behind.
That man did nothing in Buu Saga. He did fight Bobby a little bit, but other than that nigga ain't do shit.
But other than that, he couldn't keep up with anything. Piccolo was there. He
That's
was
how
there
the show
like
him.
support.
That's just the way it is. The Saiyans have always surpassed everybody. That's part of the show. That's the way the show is. That's the way the show
Cell
is.
Saga, man, they just completely.
Cell Saga was his last hurrah. Even the Cell Saga, after he absorbed, Kami or whatever, he was strong the first form Cell. Soon the second form Cell got popping, the nigga still got wiped out. He had no, know what I'm saying? So I mean,
not even true. Actually, DC, he got beat when Cell absorbed most of
the humans and
life.
stuff. That's true. That's true. Well, I'll say this on that one. Piccolo was tired because he's fighting 17. Maybe if he was full power, he had a sensu, maybe he could have took him.
No,
I'm being lean on him because it is my boy Piccolo.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll give you that, but I'll say this in retrospect. He was stronger than both of them, regardless. Because the only person who can hang with him was Android 16. And Android 16 was way stronger than Piccolo and Android 17. They were just shocked. 17 was like, you're stronger than me, and you're just a hunk of junk?
Yeah, that's your boy, man.
He said, you're an actual android, not a cyborg? And that threw Cell off, too. He's like, you're actual metal. You're this strong? Yeah, but like I said, I don't care how strong, how many hours Piccolo trains. It doesn't add up. Because he's not stronger than a full power Super Saiyan, at best.
Yeah, he had no business training someone stronger than him unless the whole mental thing Frieza did. If he's trying to get, I guess you could say that. You know what I'm saying? The whole mental training.
Oh, but that's what I mean. That's what they did for the episode. They're saying Gohan had mental blocks on himself. Oh, I don't know what to do because I have a mental block. Like, get the hell out of here, man.
So he pulled a Superman.
Yeah, that's basically what they did to Gohan.
I'll say this: Gohan is my favorite character. He does doubt himself a lot. He doesn't believe in himself enough. I can see that blocking him and his full potential to some degree, but ultimately, that's not a good enough excuse to say he tapped to his power.
But not that soon after the.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a legitimate excuse to say he can't tap to his power. That was a cop out just to get him to power up in a short and do a big power up in a short amount of time. That's all it was.
Yeah, I'm like, man, not that soon after the Buu Saga. He knew he was the man during the Buu Saga. Mm-hmm. Like, he knew he was the man. Like, so I mean, I don't know.
Like, logically, it doesn't add up. It really doesn't.
Yeah, the timeline doesn't add up, and it's like, and that almost ruins everything that anime is for the most part. Because the anime normally most anime out there have a great story, a story you can get into. It has rules that and it's deep, it's complex, and it's like, man, that was great to watch after you're finished. But it's like, as far as for Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Z series and stuff, Super is kind of disrupting that. It's
slow, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, dang, man.
Hey, man, Super's your favorite show. That's what we're talking about. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me clarify this right now for somebody who's been watching this or listening to. Oh, he's super bashing. That ain't that at all. I still enjoy Super. It has some pretty cool stuff here and there. It's still Dragon Ball. I still like all the Dragon Ball Z, Super, and then GT. I'm a Ball fan, just in general. But in my opinion, out of all the series, Super ranks the lowest in my opinion. I'll put GT over Super, just for the simple fact that GT has its problems, but the flaws in Super have such glaring holes that just break the continuity of Z. It's not even funny. They got more plot holes than Swiss cheese. It's crazy. I mean, it had some good episodes here and there, like that Khalifa episode with Kale when he was going Super Saiyan. That episode was actually pretty funny. I was actually laughing pretty hard. That episode was pretty hilarious. I'm a Khalifa fan. She's pretty funny.
She's a breath of fresh air. But like certain power-ups that fast from doing nothing, sit on your ass all day. Come on now.
It's just like Titan said, it's just fan service. People have gotten everything they've been asking for. They got, female Super Saiyans, legendary Super Saiyans. You got fucking Broly in the series, well, his sister anyway. But you getting the shit y'all asked for. Other Saiyans, other universes, multiverse. You getting all that shit y'all asked for.
I swear you guys ever read the online comic Dragon Ball Multiverse?
Nope. Don't plan to.
Basically, it's like fan service, where this group of people make their own Dragon Ball comic about different multiverse theories, and they have a tournament of power. I'm like, I swear Toriyama stole this idea from them. It's different versions of Pan, Goku, Vegito. He didn't unfuse. He became Super Saiyan 3. And shit. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, but I swear Toriyama takes a lot of other people's ideas from it.
He's trying to get the fans what they want. Yeah, what better way to get the fans what they want than go to a fan-made version of what you do and take it,
Like, I swear Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan is a stolen idea from someone else too. Like, they have people who already done fan art before that. Or fan-made episodes, animated series. Like, you guys remember Dragon Ball Epsilon? That man had Super Saiyan Blue. He had Super Saiyan Blue hair for his characters before the movie ever came out. I've been watching this stuff when it first came out and keeping tabs on it.
Keeping tabs. Taking names.
So it's like, out of nowhere, you're giving them blue hair, red hair, but people have their own service. And on Anime's idea about Dragon Ball's been doing it ahead of time, like I call a lot of BS on it. Like Super Saiyan 5, great idea. Someone made that up. And, you know, people started believing the rumors about it.
Oh, it's true.
Mm. Okay.
But like like I said, like Super is great just for Dragon Ball to be around when other kids, these new generation of kids to see it.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
But as you said, it can't you can't compare it to the other Dragon Ball series. For continuity, story, plot, whatever, it's just the worst in my opinion out of all of them. There's no flow to it.
Like I said before, and I'll say it again. Look, if you like Super and everything, that's great. That's cool. Not gonna knock your hustle. But I'll be damned. I'm gonna say let you be a Super fanboy or fangirl or whatever, and then talk about GT like a dog. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm just gonna be real with you, because you gonna tell me GT is worse than Super. You know, that's your opinion, and that's great and all, but I can give you just logical, factual reasons why it's not better than Super. I mean, why Super isn't better than it. Excuse me.
I can tell you right now, for one, they completely kill Goku's character. And I can break this down very easily. From the first series of Dragon Ball, Goku was so naive as a kid growing up. He was a country bumpkin. He never went into the city with these city slickers, these thugs, these rich folks. Then he met Bulma, city girl, taught him about the world. You can't be naive. Met Master Roshi, the pervert. Krillin, the con artist. Yamcha, the bandit. And so forth. Goku was so naive. Then later on, he realized how the world was. He stopped being so naive. And he built, and his character developed. He had his own family. And I understand Goku loved training and everything like that, but he loved training to the point where he's throwing everyone's life in jeopardy. He basically trained to better himself and have a better challenge, but he wasn't stupid about it. Like, we can go back and say he trained just in case Piccolo would get out of hand. He'd be strong enough to take him out. That was the whole point of him training, just to take Piccolo out. Then the Saiyans came, he trained to stop the Saiyans. Then for Frieza, he trained to protect Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma, and bring everyone who died during the Saiyan saga. Then we want to talk about the Android saga. He trained to stop the androids. And then after he died in heaven, he had no limitations. He trained because, you know, he's a fighter. He wanted to fight other fighters. And then after Majin Buu Saga, he was training Goten and Pan. Then he found Oob. He wanted to train Oob to become the next protector of Earth when he died, and to have another challenger to face. So basically, in actuality, you look at it, Goku's character development's been pretty good throughout Dragon Ball. He's not that stupid like Super makes him to be. He's not that arrogant as Super makes him to be. He's more of a family man in Z. He cares more about his family than anything else. And his friends, but he loves training and eating. But he's not going to sacrifice everything for his own benefits. That's what makes Z, in my opinion, better than Super. Because you're going to tell me, in between this 10-year time that Goku acts a fool, after all he's been through, saving the world? And what did he tell Vegeta when he fought Majin Buu? What did he say? He said, we can't be, at least what did he say? What did he say? When Majin Buu absorbed Gohan, he was charging at him. He said, everything's gone, we're the last race for our kids. I said, I'm like,
he gave the Grammy speech,
Yeah, I'm like, think about that. It's even the same thing in Japanese, really. Basically neck and neck. People forget about that, and then they kill his character in Super? Nah.
Yeah, they're taking his naiveness and tightening that by like over 1,000. They're going full blown retard with it. It's just gotten ridiculous. It's hard to watch sometimes. Like that Krillin episode, I forget which number it was. I think it was 60 something or 70 something. Where when Krillin was training with Master Roshi, which is a joke by itself, at this point. But and the fact that he was just so retarded in that episode. I'm like, God, man, this is hard to watch. Like, Goku ain't never been like this. Even as a child, he wasn't this damn dumb. Like, this is just so hard to watch.
It was pretty bad. This is like I said. This is why I can't fuck with Super like that. I said it's a good series, whatever, for what it's worth, but it could have been done better. The story could have been done better. People will say, well, Toriyama wanted this, and that. Well, damn, if Toriyama wanted this and that, why did he make Goku the way he was in Z? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted him that dumb, should have kept him that dumb. Exactly how I see it.
Yeah. I do agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about cloning versus the multiform technique?
Say it one more time?
Cloning versus multiform? Multiform or cloning, like shadow clone.
Yeah.
Is there a difference? What's the difference?
Oh, shoot. Well, the difference is series. If you want to talk about Naruto and then Dragon Ball, you're actually weaker in multiform. Shadow Clone, you could basically be almost dead near even in strength. One problem is, in Shadow Clone, one good hit, your person is gone. But in multiform, their power's evenly distributed, and you're actually weaker. You get a 1/3 or a 1/4 or your actual full power. Naruto's standards, you don't.
Everyone has a good power up. Everyone's equally strong.
This is the crazy part about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. Alright, we're going to do one more here, talk about it. We'll do two more here. That has to do with the video games. But I'm going to take a reprieve. I'll be back in 1 sec. Then we're going to talk about Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and we're going to talk about Xenoverse 2 and the DLC Pack 4.
Back to a commercial break. Are you having a hard day at work? Need something to listen to? Is your girl giving you a hard time? Your boss being an asshole? Well, you're in luck. Get Godsmack CD. He keeps it real with you. If you like money, hoes, and clothes, all a nigga knows, come to the right place. Get Godsmack CD. If your head is, not wax on, wax off, put some turtle wax on, it will shine better. After Godsmack CD. Come on. Damn. There you go. Move out the way. These guys are terrible. Oh my, come on, man. My own teammates were just knocking me out the way.
Okay, let's finish this up. Titan never show back up?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. Okay, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 4. They're dropping Sand Tails, the Majin symbol, Grade A costume, Goku and Vegeta, and their regular gis, but also be able to go Super Saiyan Blue or whatever. We're shipping the last DLC pack, in my opinion, but whatever. And
You got Super Saiyan Blue?
yeah, like they're gonna have their at least the way this described it, like their costumes they wore in the Future Trunks arc, which is the costumes they've been wearing, but like the traditional costumes, but be able to go Super Saiyan Blue in those costumes and be able to transform with that variation. It's gonna be a free update. It's the free updates.
Wow. And when's
Super
that
Saiyan
released?
Tails, June 27th, Tuesday. Last Tuesday in the month.
Next week.
No, a week after
Okay.
that. Okay, yeah, it's next week. It's week after
It is
that.
next week.
I know, I'm joking. So June 22nd, they do the live stream Thursday, then Tuesday it comes out. So yep, I'll be here next week. Saiyan Tails, they're about to stop crying about Saiyan Tails. They're about to stop crying about the Majin Vegeta symbol and the Majin mark. Yeah, that's coming. The funny thing about that one is, apparently it's only coming for human race.
Humans. No, I thought it was humans and Saiyans.
They just said the scan said the translated scan said only for the human race, or it said only for the human race. And they mentioned no other race, which doesn't make any sense at all, because Vegeta was saying he had the Majin symbol and the board and everything like that. So that doesn't make much sense at all. I don't know how that happened, and you need to change it because it doesn't make sense. But I don't know. I'm curious to know. We get the little eyeshadow to go along with it, or we just get the M. Because you have the little eyeshadow part too. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy.
So hopefully they got that also. I'm mainly human, so I'm good. But it's just it should be optional for every race. Even Namex, even Boos, all that. It'd be a nice option to have in your character. No reason it should be limited to one race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the original, costumes being go Super Saiyan Blue. It should be able to transform into it, not just. It shouldn't be already transformed. It should be able to actually transform into blue finally, the way it should be. Really, you should be able to transform into Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and blue, or 1, 2, and blue. If you're Vegeta, that's the way it should be. Hopefully, it is that way, but I wouldn't hold my breath. They'll probably just have only blue transformation, but we'll see. Saiyan Tails, of course, everybody wanted that. Now you got your tails for your armor, or your tails whatever you want to wear. There you go. So a good DLC pack. Of course, the actual main the main paid one is Merge Zamasu, Blue Vegito, and a new stage, the story future, and the storyline for the Future Trunks Heart universe. I think what's it called? Hero Hope. Hero. What the hell is it called?
Hero Justice, Hero Hope.
It's called like Hero Hope or something like that. Hero of the Future. Some corny shit that that arc, whatever. So we're gonna play that storyline. Not a bad DLC. It's cool. 3 and 4 DLC is. Actually, it's really good with them accessories. Saiyan Tails is dope. The Majin Mark is dope. Goku and Vegeta in the original costumes is dope. Also, it's just something about Future Trunks and Kid Trunks and in their costumes, in the original costumes. Some kind of costumes. I'm not sure what costumes they're going to have, but who knows?
Oh man.
Yajirobe's costume's also coming, but who gives a damn? Who really cares about that one?
I don't care about it.
His voice in Japanese is terrible too. The woman who does his voice, it's terrible. I hate it so much. Oh, it's bad. Then last but not least, Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Ah, I can't wait for that game, man. It's like a better version of Ultimate Battle 22. Way better version.
Maybe a better Budokai? Maybe a better...
Maybe a little both.
You know, people at Nerd now be playing Guilty Gear and stuff, talking about, I'm getting ready for Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, get your whack ass up out of here. Because the people fail to realize the game is going to have similarities, but it's not going to be the same game. It's not going to play the same way. They've already even announced they've made it more accessible than traditional fighters because it is still Dragon Ball. I think it's going to be more like a Street Fighter, you know, or a Street Fighter mixed with a Marvel's Capcom, you know, mixed with a King of Fighters style of the game. King of Fighters real fast paced, real fast paced, a lot of smooth combos, deep fighting mechanics. Street Fighter's 2D, you know, flashy ultimates. You know, Marvel of course is hectic. You know, 3 versus 3, tag in, tag out. You know, health recovery. You know, put your you know, your person out, or whatever the case may be. You know, I think it's gonna be a mixture of a bunch of different games into one. Not just, but at the same time, has to carve out its own identity. It can't just be, oh, this is Marvel Dragon Ball style. I think it's gonna be similarities, but I think it's still gonna have its own, you know, his own name, his own carve.
I mean, shoot, man, it just looks really good. I really want to get the demo out to try it.
Yeah, we all do. The beta come out this month. Hopefully come out next month in July. I want to wait till August to play it. I want to play it as soon as possible, of course. But I mean, I don't worry about the character roster because I could definitely see them not getting a huge roster, especially talking about character balance and all that kind of stuff. You know, but of course, as Dragon Ball fans, you want, you know, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 characters, but of course that's not going to happen. So I will be happy with 45, 50. It's probably asking for too much, but you know, I would love to see about that range, because that's about like what Xenoverse has. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. You know, and some of the characters in Xenoverse, you know, Mirator and stuff like that, or whatever, they won't be in the game, so that's Baby Vegeta and GTU right there, you know, in their place. I'll gladly take that.
I don't think they'll have GT characters in the game.
Apparently, according to Tomoko Hikari, the executive producer, she said, you know, I read an interview with her. She was like, you know, basically somebody asked about GT characters, and she said, you know, the PR line, well, people ask for it, you know, the fan base asks for it, that's what they want. You know, we'll definitely probably put it in. I'm just like, I hope enough people make enough noise for GT, because I need my Super Saiyan 4 and them graphics. Them graphics, though. I need my 10 times command man and them graphics.
That would be pretty badass. I mean, actually, maybe you're right, because they already gave us Golden Frieza. Like, really?
Yes, but that's because he's part of the current stuff. You know, he's in Super, and Super is hot, and that's what's in right now. You know, they'll probably put a bunch of Super characters and stuff in there, which, like I said, I find was like Hit cool, Khalifa cool, Kale cool, or whatever. You know, Gold Frieza, alright, whatever. You know, Tournament of Power. By the time this game comes out, I think those characters will be DLC. You know, I think they're going to focus more on, you know, the GT characters people ask for, getting the Z characters that people ask for. You know, because you go just through Z, there's a lot of characters that people want to see. You know, the universe doesn't even have, like Deborah and Pycon. You know, and then this game, this is limited to that BS excuse about Dragon Ball characters can't fly. So this game actually have Dragon Ball characters in there. So you got a whole nother realm of characters people want to see with that. So yeah, it can get the roster can get pretty tricky. Well, of course, we're going to see the main characters from Z, but I would love for this game. I just need one game to finally debut Team Goten.
That's not going to happen.
Not this game, I don't think, but maybe if we get Dragon Ball Fighters 3 or 4 or something, you might see them, you know, or Xenoverse 3 or 4 or whatever. I mean, if the games keep going and they stop doing this stop and pull, like the stop and start stuff, you know, eventually he'll get in the game. Eventually he'll get in the game. When you keep stopping and starting, you know, and resetting, you know, and you know, going from scratch every time, you never. There's a lot of characters you don't get in the game.
Well, I think adult coaching has a better chance.
You mean from GT?
I don't think they'll put. Yep, I think he has a better chance of getting in.
I can see that. Like, I'm fine with that. You know, as long as it's older Goten, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Because I mean, if you're gonna give me all versions of Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, like why not give me adult Trunks and adult Goten?
Because Goten wasn't as prominent. If he had more screen time in Z and GT, it probably was a different story. But he didn't get enough screen time. And like I said, if there's one thing Super can do that I would love to see them do, actually showcase Team Goten and Trunks, actually have them do something. That'd be pretty cool. And actually, if you want to do fan service, make the official Team Gotenks.
Well, shoot, DC. If that's the case, they should. Goten did get a good little bit of shine in GT.
He got a little bit, but it wasn't enough. He didn't beat nobody. Like he hasn't beat no enemy on screen by himself.
No, Trunks didn't beat anyone either.
He beat Frieza.
Neither did Pan.
He beat Mecha Frieza.
No, I'm talking about in GT. But GT.
Oh, GT, yeah, but the future Trunks though had more shine. I mean, Goten is a character by himself on his own merits. You know, especially the older version. Like he hasn't, like in Z, he didn't go Super Saiyan. They just fast forwarded through the tournament. Nothing happened. You know, he looks too much like Yamcha. You know, nothing happened. GT, Fault Baby, and you know that was cool for about 5 minutes, and then he just got affected a baby or whatever, you know, and then not much ever happened for him. So I would rewrite his character to do some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, he needs to be in some game because I mean, shoot, you got what's that Dragon Ball game, the card game?
Heroes? No, it's
Heroes.
Dokkan Battle.
No, Heroes have them. They have adult Gotenks.
Heroes have them too, but you say card game. That's Dokkan Battle.
No, Dragon Ball Heroes is a card game.
Oh, you're right. It's a Dragon. It's a card game. Wait a minute. It's an arcade card game. Yeah.
Yep, but yeah, he's in it. And I think they have Team Goten as well, so I'm like, why can't we have them?
Mostly cutscenes on cards. That's not really making cool, unique moves for them in a fighting game, though.
True, but like I said, they have them. You basically have every character, even fan service. I mean, why can't we do the same for him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just because he's not popular enough. Enough people don't ask for him. GT's already the black sheep of the series, and you know, if GT was popular, he probably had one a long time ago. Or GT's popular, which is as popular as Z or Dragon Ball, and as of right now, it's the flavor of the month. It ain't more popular than Super. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll get them soon. I mean, one day, like I said, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I just want to see the main characters in there. I want to see all the characters who, you know, I would love to see GT characters in there. I'm not gonna hold my breath for it, you know, but it'd be cool. I take them as DLC.
I'll tell you one thing. Dragon Ball Fighter Z reminds me of some of the emulator games people make.
Oh yeah, like those Mugen things. Yeah. Yep.
That's what it reminds me of.
Somebody had one like that. Yeah, that was what they called it. It was free. 2D fighter. Yep. Yep. Sure do. I mean, like I said, I mean, one thing that's cool about it, they kept the Z-ness to it, but they also made to try to make it competitive at the same time. You can actually power up and stuff, which is pretty freaking dope. Good luck getting time to do that from your opponent, but it's pretty cool they actually have that feature in the game. You know, like I said, I just want to see cool things that there are Dragon Ball. Like in Marvel, people actually, you know, they interact with each other. Like if you're using Gohan, Goten, and Goku. If Gohan gets tagged in from Goku, I want to actually hear, you know, it's your turn, Gohan, or something along those lines. You know, I want to, You know, he just jump in, nobody say nothing. Like, I actually want to hear that kind of stuff. You know.
Oh shoot! What I really want to do is if you give Goten, like, Teen Goten, not Teen Go, Teen Gohan. I mean Teen Go. I'm not saying adult Gohan, everyone. I'm talking about Teen Gohan from the Majin Buu saga. When he's 16, if you have Goten and Goku, I want to see a Family Command Man as Ultimate.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be really, ooh, that'd be really dope. Level 3 Ultimate or level 7 or whatever, because it goes with 7 numbers. Yeah, yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be really cool, like the one they hit with Broly with in Second Coming. That'd be sweet.
That's what. Yep.
That'd be dope as hell.
That's what I really want to see. Like Goku, like Gohan.
Oh man,
Goten,
that's OP though. That's like an instant kill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to build your meter up and actually hit it. You hit that should be game over.
You have to have like certain conditions. Like your team has to be like on like 10% health. You got all your key bars up. That's the only conditions you can hit it on. Because you let somebody do that just by having all their energy bars up. Oh my god, that's got to be like a straight instant kill.
And plus, everyone has to be alive or something. Or you have to, like everyone has to be like maybe 10% health or some shit. Or Goten and Gohan has to be make 30%, 10% health, and Goku maybe full. I don't know, but that'll be pretty epic.
That would be pretty epic. That'd be incredible. That would definitely be incredible for sure. Yeah.
Or be a good combination of attacks where what was it? Who does a good combination?
That would be definitely pretty incredible.
Well, let's say if you have Yamcha playing and he dies, and with Krillin, and also Krillin does his attack against the Saiyans. He tried to kill Vegeta and Nappa with. He gets mad. Yeah. That'd be pretty badass too.
Yeah, yep, that's cool. There's so many possibilities with this 3-on-3 fighting system. It's definitely overdue. The game's gonna be hot. Story for that Yu Hakusho game, Bandai Namco. I'm looking at you, Arc System Works. I would love y'all to make a Yu Hakusho game, please. Thank you. Overdue. Hiromi Kenter too while you at it. But yeah, that would be pretty dope though. There's a lot of possibilities with this. And the thing with a game like this too, characters and people normally wouldn't care about, they should be pretty good. I mean, I don't expect Yamcha to be, as good as probably Goku or Tien or something. Well, Tien always better than Yamcha. But he should be pretty good in this 2D fighting game. He can be pretty sweet. He's pretty good in the Budokai games.
Actually, Tien was actually pretty damn good in Open Battle 22. Back in the day. Like, people forget about that. That was a pretty good game. But Yamcha didn't make the cut for that game.
No, that ain't right. They're playing Yamcha. Playing him. Super need to bring him back.
Oh man, I'm really hyped up because like you said, Dragonball finally made it to the big stage for gaming. Yep.
Best thing Microsoft. Everybody can say nothing about Microsoft ever. You can say nothing bad about Microsoft again. They put Dragon Ball on their big stage, on their conference, with his own spotlight and his own trailer. You can't say nothing bad about Microsoft. Any Dragon Ball fans, any anime fans, they did right by y'all. This game, I can guarantee you, this game will not be getting as much hype as it is right now if it was not on that big stage, because that had all eyes on it. People feel like Microsoft had a lot to prove. It's one of the big conferences. All the media outlets was there, all the fans was there, on the internet, in attendance. That would not be getting as much hype if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, I can't believe they actually pulled it off.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, great. Like shoot, people on my job are even talking about it. They'll even watch E3. They're like, you see that Dragon Ball game though?
That's what I'm saying.
You see that Dragon Ball game?
Because they're on the big stage, everybody from casuals on up know about it now. Because it was on that big stage of Microsoft. If that was only at the Tokyo Game Show or Gamescom or or whatever, or only internet only, there would nowhere near be as much hype for the game as it is now. Because the universe is great, the universe, especially the first universe, create your own character, fresh Dragon Ball story, everything people asked for Dragon Ball for years. They got nowhere near as much hype as this game got. So, yep. But that's all we got for tonight. I think we can go ahead and wrap it up. I think that's about it. Got any closing remarks? Anything else you want to say to the people?
Another day, another dollar. Keep your head up. Don't let the man get you down. Watch your back. These streets is dangerous, but We're having a bad day? Listen to the new Godsmack CD. My head's shining. AKA, hit you with the Godsmack in your chest, take your soul out. Clubbing on a Nate Light, Sunday evening. Have a 40 on DC.
Okay, we're gonna have to put
Shake
you
your
where Tim
butt.
Words. We're gonna put you where Tim Words are under. We're gonna start putting you where Tim Words are under. Niggas gonna be thinking
With
you
the
retarded.
fans. Oh, the haters. The fans.
Alright, as usual, man, I'm DC. You know, Scott's the Child Third Industries. The link is in the description. You already know what it is. Up on the channel. Watch at your leisure. Tell your friends. The realest Dragon Ball podcast around. No bullshit. No sympathy. You don't like it, you can get over it. You know what I mean? GT's canon.
And one
Sorry to
last
tell
thing.
you.
If you're with a challenge, just send DC a message.
That's true. Anybody wants to debate, anybody wants to, have anything they want to debate, talk about, whatever, hit me up. My Twitter, at the Industries, or at the DC2Cool, TWOCOOL, or PSN, the same name, you know what I'm saying? All caps, DCTWOCOOL. Get at me, message me, we'll have you on the channel, debating, live, whenever, it doesn't matter. So, that's it for us. Till next week, I'll say our regular host, Damn It All, he should be back next week, and we'll all three be conversing over some more topics, reviewing Super every week. So, until then, we will see you guys later.
I mean, deuces.